Alright, so here I am back on Facebook Live. Looks like this is the best way to approach people or access potentially unscheduled as usual event. From here on out, most likely I'll schedule these as formally through my meetup groups as well as my Facebook and my blog, and I'll probably most likely put out a formal schedule. On announcing events, this is unannounced. So this is Brian here from quantlabs.net. It takes a while for people to see, oh, there's somebody live on their Facebook group or their Facebook feed. Well, here I am doing an unannounced live event. For the last week, I've been working on the Interactive Brokers API workshop that I'm going to be putting together over the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'll talk about the scheduling of it and the itinerary of this. So let's get started. Okay, so I don't know if I have an audience or not. No matter, this will be on YouTube. Yay. Okay, as I said, we are doing this deep dive preview. Here's the schedule. The schedule, been running the survey for the last few days. It's been revealed. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. are what people are wanting, and or 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight. And all the times are Eastern Daylight, same as New York. I'm in Toronto, same time zone. And the other option people have been wanting was 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight on Saturday. So that's all fine and good, cool. So we're just trying to determine if I'm going to do 2 live sessions to satisfy both groups that I seem to have. Self-employed traders are those who are working in regular jobs 9 to 5. Alright, so I'm going to have 2 live sessions the same week for sure on Saturday at most likely 10 a.m. and either on a Tuesday or a Thursday, just determining what works for people. I'll have another survey on that. Also, the estimated time session will range from 3 to 5 hours because I want to focus a lot on the question and answer for people. Now, that's somewhat obviously pretty important. So the thing is, what I want, as I said, to focus on are the primary goals of the live Q&A. There's many different ways of people attacking Interactive Brokers API, and the idea here is to really focus on the engagement. So it's possible that we may have 2 different completely outcomes with these 2 separate sessions. Okay, so what is the basic agenda of this? The agenda of this workshop, Interactive Brokers API, the agenda of this is what I'm going to be focusing on is pre-recorded coding demos with a focus on Python, Java, and C++ and non-Windows operating systems. You should know my reasons on Microsoft and .NET product for why I'm not really focusing on that, especially when it comes to live trading. Python is out there, but the Java is the most popular, and C++ not so much. Now, as I said, the idea with the agenda is to focus on the live question and answer, and as I said, get other tips from other people that may attend these. Now, here's the infrastructure. Infrastructure is basically it's an overall high-level intro to NoSQL with my preferred database of choice, Redis. Okay, I'm also going to be focusing on the 2 software options that Interactive Brokers give. The Trader Workstation, better known as the TWS, the configuration of it, as well as the overview of it. And the other option that is not talked a lot is the IB Gateway option in POSIX, or that's another way of saying Mac and Linux operating system environments. Okay, so as I said, these are pre-recorded videos I'll be showing. They have not been put up anywhere on YouTube or on my blog, anywhere. These are never seen videos. I just finished them up over the last week. Now, these are videos that are pre-recorded. I am recording them and putting them as part of this workshop, so you're not going to sit there and waste your time having me, if there's a problem, I have to fix it live, and I don't want to do that with people, so I'm pre-recording these. Also, what topics will I be covering in these videos? Well, I'll be doing some demos, focusing on the Java test client from Interactive Brokers, which is obviously supporting the Java API option. I'm also going to be focusing a bit on Python, using Python, showcasing demonstrations of real-time and historical market data and order execution. I'll also cover off the TWS C++ demos with some custom libraries out there. And the other one I want to focus on, which will be very useful, is the IB Interactive Brokers Gateway option, obviously with C++ in the POSIX environment, again Linux and Mac. Now, the last part I'm going to focus on is to hopefully have some good open-ended discussion with people, is to cover off the conditions and scenarios and when to use what. So obviously there are the conditions of the various design patterns that Redis offers, so we'll cover those off, when to use those design patterns for when you implement. We'll also cover off the Interactive Brokers TWS versus gateway options and when to use those under different use cases. And of course we'll talk about, surprisingly, I'm pretty shocked to say Interactive Brokers market data is not useful, and what are the better options. Now, we also have to cover topics including their market making. We have to cover off stop losses, and is Interactive Brokers really supportive for high frequency trading? There's a misconception there I think people need to know. Also, we need to cover off the next steps for if you grow your trading account to over $250,000, $250,000, and if you're going to step into using the FIX protocol, and the next steps that you may need to consider. You basically may need to move off of Interactive Brokers. Just looking to see if there's any comments. No, nobody's joined us yet. Hang on here. No. Okay. So this video's been up and running just for over 7 minutes. Nobody's joined us, which is fine. Again, this was unannounced, and I am going to close this out now and send it out to various people. And you can expect this to be put up on my regular social media on top of my YouTube channel.